I'd like to do a little Mad Men speed round. Just a
Okay.
couple things, whatever comes to the top of your head.
Oh, boy.
And I'm talking about John, not Don. What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink, I'll say Budweiser because I'm from St. Louis.
Favorite drink? Red wine.
Martini, vodka martini.
Had a couple fun little
This
questions.
is where you try to trick us.
Absolutely not. No, this is what it's a favorite thing.
Okay. Sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
Yeah, I'll go with something simple.
I like an Arnold Palmer. What do you mean, alcoholic? Gimlet.
If it's me, just vodka.
Beer.
Favorite Mad Men season for fashion and why?
Season. I liked season 5 for my fashion, for Peggy's. I liked season 5 because it was all very uniform. Everything was a uniform. It was plain skirts, plain tops. It was all very. She gets up, goes to work, and wears the same thing almost every day, which is what we do. You know.
Probably the first, I have to say, just because it established this whole look, and it was far more conservative and far more, archetypally 50s more than 60s. But it was very clean. It was very early modern, and it was very cool.
I guess I'd have to say 5, but I'm biased.
Season 1 for Betty because she was younger and it was more fun and flirtatious.
I think season 1 because all the characters were still being introduced, so their fashion was very important that season to kind of show who they were in that sort of dynamic.
The one we haven't seen yet.
Right.
Because it's unexpected and yet somehow inevitable.
Season 6.
Because.
Can't say.
Okay. Your favorite place to skip work for the afternoon? Where would you go?
Work. I love work. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Skip work? Are you kidding me? I'm an actor. We can't skip work.
Sure you can. No? Where would you go if you could?
If I skip work, the day doesn't go. Think about it. Anyone else can call in sick. If an actor calls in sick, what are they going to do?
In your mind, you wish you could be somewhere else.
If I could, when I was a young man and I wanted to escape, I would always go to like a quiet corner of the costume house. And there's something about the smell of like costume houses or like the places where they build sets,
Some surf spot on the California coast.
Hiking.
Hiking.
I love hiking.
My house.
Probably my office. It has a door, and the dog likes coming in there, and it has a lot of light, so that's nice.
My bed. Just my bed. Wherever it is, wherever I am.
Sleep.
Just sleep.
And finally, your favorite line from the show, yours or anyone's?
So many good lines. I think I think my favorite is just a word in the suitcase in season 4. Peggy says to Don he says, "Have you ever think about it?" Meaning the baby that she gave away, and she says playgrounds. And to me, that's it's so Mad Men in the sense it's just one word, and you know what she's talking about.
We have one every year. It gets put on a T-shirt usually, and the camera assistants write down the finalists.
That's such a hard one. I don't think that's one I can pinpoint.
Only boring people are bored.
Very, very true.
Roger Sterling says to Marie Calvin, my mother, "Don't be so demure, you're already on the bed."
What was my favorite one? It's hard.
Pete Campbell, pilot episode. He says to Trudy, "Of course I love you. I'm giving up my life to be with you, aren't I?"
John Hamm was saying that you guys would have a contest every season, and you'd whittle down the best line and it would end up on a T-shirt.
On a T-shirt. Last year's was "Stop being demure, you're already on the bed," which I said to Megan's mother. They're good. Yeah, well, one is "Who the hell are you supposed to be?" And then someone will say a line, and someone will say, "No, that's the one that should be on the T-shirt." So
Sometimes I do know that they will end up on the T-shirt, but I've never been a part of the voting process.
I'll go with Rogers every time God closes a door, he opens a dress. That's pretty good.
Wonderful.